So Inajipi, Susanna. So we have Alex Joaquin Good King Milk and Lauren Pro, and they're Takojas of Chief Milk. And so they're married, their family was married into a Hangtua and Milks Camp Sichangu. And so Dohan Dokia Bada Chana O Hina Techo Oyatek Chi Bada. I always take young people with me because that way they can step into our shoes. Always. Ohina. And then Susanna Galegas, she's a Sichangu, but she's a member of our Braveheart Society, and she just received her doctorate degree. So we're very proud of her. You pick it. And the fourth Braveheart over here is going to help me, Joseph Robertson. He's a Sisitwa, Wakbetwa, Oyate, so he's a Dakota. So we're speaking as Dakota Nakota. And he has a doctorate in data science from South Dakota State University. And we're already doing co-management plans, and he's going to share some of the maps that we've come up with. Joseph. De wahigu de wapi wambadaka yunka dokia ihangchwa Dakota Nakota wambadakishni. Heche okini titoka ohipi. We bedukcha. What I said was, when I looked at this, I didn't see us on there. So I thought maybe we're visitors. Maybe we're, and you know, dohan wo ope uyuha chana dwe chitoka hipi chana wokadakapi okiapi. Naku wea wokadakapi. So I thank Shicheshi Bill for opening that door for us. Because we are visitors and we're not on there. We're not we're not visible. So we want to share with you, because Ktani Ha Ata Duekedash talked about co-management. We need to tell you that we've been doing this for 4 years and beyond. So we want to share, and it involves all of you, and this is our only chance today to let you know. So we're going to go over something called the Mini Wizipa Waka. And it's the sacred water bundle. In Washichu language, they call it cultural landscape. Unkia, Dakota, Lakota, Nakota, Oceti, Okna, we call it Wizipa, a bundle. The Black Hills is a Wizipa. So if you could go to that map, Joseph, that first one, this is what it looks like. This is the document. And this document got us $209,000 from Bush Foundation. So we have Braveheart, we have the Treaty Committee, we have the elected leadership, we have the elders, and we have other individual groups in the community that are working with us, the departments, to create this unity of management of 50-mile stretch of the Missouri River from Lower Brule to Yankton and beyond in 10 years. So we're into our 4th year. So this is the document where we put the stakeholders, we call the Big Five, all of those entities, and this is historic because we like to okichisa, we like to fight within ourselves, right? And so we're learning how to respect each other, which is a healing process. The other ihangtua that we have here is Lonnie Provost. You want to stand up, Lonnie? He's one of our cultural surveyors, and he's one of our 10 Dakota farmers that we're training. We want to take back the land for farming, so he's training to be a farmer. I didn't see you over there. So this water bundle has the stakeholders, it has the challenges, which is to talk you into embarking in this journey with us. We're going to do a 150-mile stretch of the river. We are creating very specific scientific, spiritual plans. We have a team developed. Tui Mary Randall is part of this, and many, many others. We have scientists, spiritual leaders. We're cooperating with Rosebud, Lower Brule, and Ihangtua, and we're just now bringing Crow Creek in. But our dream is that every Oshpaya along the Missouri River will be part of this, taking back management of the Missouri River, and we will have numerous intakes. We don't even do intakes, right? Every day, irrigators are putting intakes into the river, and we're not controlling those water permits. So that's what that looks like, and the solutions over here are to create this bundle plan, but it needs resources, and the thing you need to recognize is that the tribal government is not constructed to do these things because 50% of their time is on federal funds. They have to do reports, they don't even own the information, so that's where the Ikjewi Chasha and the Ikjewi and the grassroots come in. We can find money. We got a Bush Foundation grant, and Leonardo DiCaprio, others. So we have to overcome the idea of the people that we're paying ourselves. we're creating plans that, and these things cost money. So that's our greatest challenge, is that this is not for us. This is to create this water talks. We have water talks, and we have one coming up. We'll let you know if you want to attend. And then let's go on to the next one. So it came from a dream from our community that was wiped out by the Missouri River, White Swan. Next one. When we went to Standing Rock, we saw that because of the captivity, a lot of the people, Oshiakid at Standing Rock, they didn't really know what was on the river. So they played that against us in court. So we made up our mind when we came home, we're going to know everything on that 150-mile stretch, whether it's Wamakashka, whether it's Watoto, whether it's whatever it is, cultural, we're the whole group. We're going to GPS it, and we're going to do our own databases. Go ahead, next one. There are a number of groups that we could utilize, like Mr. Rick. There are 29 tribes that are on Mr. Rick. Hardly anybody goes to those meetings. We could control that entity. There are a lot of things politically that we could do, but we have to be together. We can't be against each other. Next one. So we're creating a unique database of geographic, social, and scientific information and spiritual. We're doing a place name map for the Eastern Dakota Nakota that incorporate indigenous wisdom, traditional ecological knowledge mixed with Western science. The Washichus come up with a word called TEK, traditional ecological knowledge, and what the Corps does, they come to us and they say, could you please share your TEK with us? And I tell them, why would I do that? You would mess it up. Why would I do that? We can manage it. But if you could, Joseph, just go through a couple of the maps. Just give me 1 minute. What Joseph has done is he remastered the Fort Laramie treaty boundaries, and there's some differences on what the government has portrayed. So he read what was in the treaty, go to the maps. We've got ethnobotanical maps. We've got this one here. There are some differences. So what we're doing based on the treaty is that he's recreating the map. And so we need to talk to Mario and find out what those discrepancies are. But I have to stop now. But these are some of we've created a buffer zone along the Missouri River working with the EPA of our tribe, all the brownfield sites. And what we're proposing to do, and we're meeting with the Park Service to see if we could co-manage the lower part of the river from Fort Randall to Yankton, which is the Missouri River recreational river, and we are hoping that we can more easily assert our inherent fishing, hunting, and gathering rights with the Park Service, because we have a Sichangu lady is the top tribal liaison in the Park Service. So the things like Nick said, everything is lining up right now. The time is now. And we're meeting with the Forest Service on the co-management of the Black Hills, because Ihang Tuan has a rest, but we don't want to go rogue. We want to share with you how far we've come, and we need to work together on this. We will be meeting with the Forest Service. So what I want to get across in this time that Bill Shicheshi has given me is we are far along. So we want, instead of endless meetings, we just went for it, and we have all of these data. We're mining USGS, the Bureau, we're mining databases right now, and we have a team out of Tufts University. So we've got this giant team together that's doing it. So thank you. Wopita.